so weird was Sunday when...
That really took me for a second there. I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell that was for a moment, and I was, oh yeah, he's got his phone on the table.
Yep, that was Carl, our only listener.
Yeah,
he was texting me, letting me know the St. John's hockey game was being streamed live because they're in Duluth tonight. And I was like, I'm podding instead. So he texted me back. He's like, questionable for a season ticket holder.
That's what happens when you get free ticks.
Well, it's in Duluth. I'm not going to watch them. I got free tickets because I like live puck.
Yeah, exactly.
If I was going to watch a game on TV, it's going to be the Wild. If I'm going to go out of my way to watch a game on TV, and I literally have to go out of my way nowadays to watch a hockey game on TV. So,
because you're weird.
I know I had to cancel the cable. It was only saved me $26, but I just was like, I just couldn't do it anymore. It's just
because the block on the 400 Club wasn't enough.
Nope. They still allowed everybody else to see it.
Yep, exactly.
So I hope somebody broke my code of 0000. That's impenetrable.
That's the kind of code that an idiot would have on his luggage.
How about his parental controls on his cable box?
Exactly.
It sounds like a legit one.
Oh.
That's, you know what, never mind. I was going to say, you know what the PIN number is for my bank? 1111.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, you could choose your own. I'm like, how many letters? How many numbers does it have to be? They're like 4. I'm like, 4 ones then. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, I'll remember it.
You know the best part? I don't even have a PIN number.
Really? How do you get cash?
I never picked one.
But
I use it as credit.
But you don't ever get cash from an ATM?
Oh, no.
No?
I go to the bank, or I just use the card.
No way. You never go to an ATM for cash. So
Not anymore.
You have that kind of foresight where you just like go to the bank while it's open before you need cash?
Well, I always carry cash, and then I pay with the card anyway, so I always have cash, because I never fucking spend it. I always use the card.
Smart.
That's just to give somebody if they hold me up. Like, hey, here's for your time.
Exactly.
Just leave now.
Yep, so don't take my driver's license, my credit cards, because that's more of a pain in the ass. You're giving me chores now.
Yeah.
First you robbed me, and then you're giving me chores. Here, just take the cash. Because as soon as you take my cards, that's how they're going to catch you.
Seriously, you're never going to get anything from my card, because even I don't know my PIN number.
Yeah, exactly. They'll murder you.
Yep.
Be like, what the fuck? I don't know. Bullshit, motherfucker. I go during regular banking hours. I'm white.
Hard times. Hard times. White on white crime. When will it end? Oh God, you can't even say that without busting out laughing.
And when you think of it, it's just like, you think of like a corporate crime.
Yeah.
Where he stole my goddamn 401k.
Yeah.
That cunt.
That's right. Insurance returned most of it, though.
White on white crime.
That's why I paid $12 a month for the last 40 years.
Oh my God, we need to pitch that, or at least do like a sketch of it. Law and Order. White on white
15-minute episodes. Everything's wrapped up out of court. It's just some dude being like, here's your bill. Okay, here's your payment. Dun dun.
Or in the case, like, big banks, it'd be like, you did what? You stole $200 billion from... Oh, okay, just go. You're too big to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a nice life. Sorry about the inconvenience of having you come in and answer.
See, I was going a comical point. You just brought it real.
Sorry.
They'll never buy that shit. Well, I suppose all you gotta do is have Kate Upton in a bikini and they'll buy anything nowadays, so.
That is true. If you want to distract the world, just leak some nude photos of celebrities. That'll distract the shit out of them.
Yeah. Because then they take them down so fast, and then they tell everybody. After they're taken down, that's when they tell everybody.
Well, yeah.
So then I have to spend even longer to try to find these photos that I didn't want to see in the first place, but you're making such a big fucking deal about it, I gotta see it, and then be disappointed because you talked them way too far.
Exactly.
Just like watching a movie. I absolutely hate going to a movie or watching a movie under somebody else's recommendation because it never works. Nobody always goes, dude, you gotta watch this movie. It's the biggest waste of my time. I hated the fucking thing. You gotta watch it, though.
And that's the thing is, you almost have to go on opening weekends for good movies because they get so hyped up from everybody talking about them. Like that movie Gone Girl that came out.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh my god, then I won't ruin it for you.
I probably won't see it.
Well, the whole reason everybody hyped said it was so amazing, and it's you never guess the twist at the end, and like they were just
what's in the box?
Yeah, pretty much. Or he was just one of the patients the whole time.
Dun dun dun.
Like Shutter Island, I was like, nah, don't approve. That was lame. That twist was dumb.
I don't think it was a twist because I had that pegged for a long time.
And the only part that was shocking to me about the movie was that you could get government workers that worked in a mental hospital to role play for that long without tasing the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That was the most shocking part of it was, oh, so he was in a mental institute and these people actually placated his delusion?
Yeah, well, as of nowadays, they'd be like, okay, it's lunchtime, dude, you gotta go back to your room. And then when he didn't do anything, be like, alright, lunchtime. Last warning.
Exactly.
Now you're on the floor peeing yourself. Was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
At least that's what I would do. I don't know how to round them up or herd them. Or you let a dog out or... Yeah, I don't know.
But what I was originally going to say to start the show was...
That was a while ago.
I know. I'm glad I remembered. It's because we're not drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the rare sober pods. But
yeah, not drinking pods.
Yes, exactly. Sober now. But what was it? Sunday, I noticed that my passenger headlight went out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I'll pick it up on Monday. Totally forgot when I got off work. Went to the Eagles Club last night to watch the Wild game. Pull out of the parking lot, and all of a sudden I'm like, damn, this road is dark. My other fucking headlight burnt out too. I'm like, this is weird. I mean, how often does that happen? Or they both burn out within a day.
So what did you do?
Just turned around and then drove Andrea's truck.
Oh.
Because she was with me, so.
Okay. I was just like,
just took her truck.
So both their headlights were out.
Yeah.
That's grand.
So then I left work.
That's a fucking sign there.
I left work at 3:45 today. I'm like, told the boss, I'm like, well, I gotta get home before it gets dark. I don't have any headlights. And it gets dark at 4:30. So I better get to getting.
That is probably the dumbest excuse for missing work I've ever heard in my life. I don't have any headlights.
So I
didn't spring for that package, boss. That's where they get you.
Yeah. Fucking windshield wipers? Fuck them cunts.
I just don't drive when it's raining.
Exactly. I don't drive when it's night. Or when it rains. Taking this...
Peepers don't work so well at night.
I can see just fine. It's just perfectly dark. Because I have no headlights.
Makes more of a game, doesn't it?
It does. For the other drivers on their own. I know where they are. They don't know where I am. Just have that blaring in a loudspeaker. So the people are driving like, what the fuck is this?
Have it on cue, on your phone or something, so then right when you come up to it, that would just be fucking hilarious. I don't know why, but I would actually do that, and it might be worth the ticket.
Definitely worth the ticket.
Oh, because I would be laughing so hard I'd be crying. So if you got pulled over, you just fucking
and you'd almost want to get the ticket as it happened because we
exactly because that way you can have it say on the ticket, and if it doesn't say that on the ticket, I'm taking it to court. Damn it! I want a transcript of this.
I want it to be well known that I played the Jaws theme as I was driving down the highway with no headlights, officer.
Oh my god, my stomach hurts. Because that would just be fucking hilarious to see that in court. Just to see the judge's face where he's like, are you fucking kidding? This is what you get arrested for nowadays?
Yeah.
Oh, nowadays, like, okay, I don't know him personally, but...
So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably just take it in to get it fixed, because I looked it up online, what you have to do to actually change the headlights in my car. You have to remove the entire front end to change the fucking headlight.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's fortuitous that it happened both at the same time. That way you only have to pay for them to take it off once.
That is true. That is true. Because there's no way in fucking hell I was about to do that, especially in this cold. And the thing is like, I probably could do it. I read through it. It's really easy to do. It's just super time consuming, it looks like. But with the temperature it is, and they're telling you to, like, pop off these little plastic fucking button things. I'm like, we all know how that's gonna go. They're just gonna fucking snap, but someone have some other dipshit do it that's gonna have to fucking fix it.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm not on the hook for it. Either take it to the fucking dealership, have them do it, or just take it to an auto body shop and just... Probably be cheaper at an auto body, wouldn't you think?
I don't know. I would take them to parts. You know, just go buy the headlights and then take them to the place and just be like, can you put these in for me?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they would charge you for it. But
Oh, absolutely.
like,
Especially once they fucking saw what they had to do. They'd be
Yeah.
like, oh shit, nah, no, wait, fucking Malibu. God damn it, these are the fucking most time-consuming ones.
They'll probably know a shortcut and still charge you $50.
That's perfectly fine, because I don't.
Yep.
And that's what you get paid for then, son. You know, if you know the way to do it short and sweet, I'll pay you, because it's going to take me 4 hours to do. Minimum.
I'm good at a great many things, this not one.
Fuck no. And I don't have the patience for it, first off. I just don't have the patience to do it.
Nor I.
Like computers, electronics, mechanical devices. I don't have the patience to troubleshoot that shit. None whatsoever. I'm like, fuck it, buying a new one.
Yep. It was its time.
Yep. Just the way the society is, man.
I got just over a year out of that. It was
It was only $800.
par for the course.
$800 divided over 12 months. Oh yeah, that's cheaper than renting one.
Yep. That's the crazy part about it too, is everybody looks at it that way. Well, they only last for like a year.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the time
Why do you keep buying them?
because I got to keep up with the Joneses.
But if you don't keep buying them, then they'd have to make them of some quality again.
That is true. That's the rub, man. That's the fucking rub.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real reason for a manufacturer to make anything of some quality if you are okay with just continuously buying them when they break.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that, in fact, it makes absolutely no sense to make a quality product then, because then you only sell one of them.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the route that they've taken on most things.
Huh.
They just make everything work long enough so you're just like, oh, okay. Because I truly think that they would have no problem replacing it if you bitched, but 99% of people will not take the time to bitch and complain. I won't.
What are we talking about here? Like, what bitch about what?
Recalls or something breaks, like
Oh.
a product doesn't, like, you know what I mean, like the fucking my iPhone craps out exactly 2 years into the or a year after the manufacturer fucking you know they're designed like that, I think.
I had my last one for 3.5.
Yeah. Do you bitch and complain? Do you write to that number like on the back of products like, oh, this is terrible?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, see, that's why they can make shit that's disposable.
I've only even
and
gone to the
junk.
Better Business Bureau once.
Yeah, but like if you like have like say like a toaster oven and like a filament goes out, would you just throw it away, or would you go to the company and be like, Cuisinart, what kind of horse shit product are you making? I just bought this 4 fucking years ago and it already shitted out on me. I'm gonna tear your shit apart online like I'm a motherfucker. You better hook me up with a free filament or a free oven if that filament is discontinued. And then see what they do. People do that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't. I should.
I know they do. I had to deal with it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's why you quit your job. It's because assholes like I want to be. Well, I think coming from the other side though, I mean, because I kind of would wish I would do that more in life, is hold more people's feet to the fire and just be a cunt and like get what I'm owed, motherfucker.
That's the thing though.
That's the attitude you hate.
I've never had that sense of I am owed anything. I
paid for your product.
But if I buy a product from something and it doesn't work for me, I don't go back. That's just how it works with me. I look at it and go, lesson learned.
You're more like the free market type philosophy.
Well,
I got skunked by A, I guess I'm going to B.
Yeah, well, it just makes sense to me. It's like nobody ever heard the fucking phrase buyer beware. Ever. Yeah. And it just comes to me that, like, put it to you this way. There's the people that I used to say in restaurant business that will complain and complain and complain and complain and complain and complain. And, you know, you could even sit there in front of them and go, I know, it probably was overcooked, but did you have to eat the entire thing? You know, like, if it was really that bad, why didn't you just send it back?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Because you know as soon as you cut in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's beside the point.
And I'm not kidding you, that happened quite often.
Yeah.
And, fuck, I hated every single one of them.
But in the essence of, like, a corporate complaint, would you want a customer to do that from a corporate standard?
No, because it's the same exact thing. No, you shouldn't do that.
Like, how about feedback? Be like, this is a faulty product, and your filament fucking blows. And would you prefer me to move on to your competitor, or would you like this opportunity to make it right and replace said filament or oven?
But see, there's where
it's a different approach.
You lose me. I hate the fact that people threaten instead of give feedback. Because as a company, I know that firsthand, that you're much more apt to receiving something if you actually give constructive feedback and give them positive reinforcement on shit. Instead of the whole thing of, you fucking idiots, I hate you all. You know...
Yeah.
I hope this letter finds you in death's door. You know, I've had that one before.
Well, see, I'm not talking about being that.
I'm not kidding you. I've actually read those letters before.
But for my aspect of just being, like, super professional about it, I think I need a bitch more.
The best ones, though, is you can definitely tell their age when they just write, Dear Sir. Like, wow. You still think that everybody in the workplace is a guy. Have you ever called customer service?
Yeah.
There's very few guys in that.
Yeah, and
that's because we don't have a compassionate voice.
Yeah, but you'd have to be super old to say sir, because if you're probably, you know, our parents' age, you'd be like, ma'am, because that's clerical work. That's bitches' business.
Bitches' business. No, I there was a lot of things that I thought was funny, but that was probably the best one I've ever had. Dear Finger Hut customer service, I hope this letter finds you at death's door. That's how it started, and I just went, oh, this is going to be a good one!
So you actually get excited about those.
I was just
spices up the day.
Oh, fucking put some popcorn in.
Yep, this guy took time.
This guy, you know, at first I thought he might have sent a manual in, but now it's 8 pages of this. Oh, and it's back to back, too! Like, yes!
Single space.
I am in for some good times.
Let me get the photocopier out. We gotta pass this around the office.
Oh, there was a couple of them that were just awesome. Like, I can't actually quote them verbatim, but I still find it funny that there was one that was calling us every fucking name in the book. At the one point, he actually said, monkeys could do your job, so how are you so fucking stupid? And at the very end of it,
wow.
At the very end of it, though, the best thing ever, he titles it, So you'll do whatever it takes to make me happy, or there'll be hell to pay. Yours in God, Reverend. I'm not kidding you! And then I actually started looking at it more, and I was on the back page, but I didn't scroll up all the way. So when I scrolled up all the way, it was photocopied on fucking church letterhead.
Nice.
So it had their fucking address and everything down in Texas. I thought, oh, wouldn't that be the best thing in the world to take a vacation and just copies of these letters down there, and as the church gets out, just keep handing them to everybody. They'd always be, oh, the church gave me this. And then they start reading them in the car and stuff. Like, holy shit, man, he calls them monkeys.
They'd probably love it. They'd be like, yeah, you give them hell, Red.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Give them out, and everybody starts driving away, and all you hear is gunshots and woohoo!
Yeah, that thing Yankee.
Wait a minute, is that really how Texans act? I think it is. I'm not sure, but
when they're not executing retards.
Yeah, stringing them up. Get a rope.
Let's get a rope. So I suppose you've been really busy, obviously, with work like usual. So you haven't followed like the riots that busted out in fucking Ferguson?
Yeah, there was some protests that turned. I guess they said it was small scale riots in St. Paul tonight.
Yeah, what I saw when I was at the gym, some pedestrian protester got hit by a car because they wouldn't get the fuck out of the way. So the dude just ran her ass over. And it was some like 50-year-old like hippie ass white chick. Like, what the fuck are you doing down there? Trying to be a fucking PC loser.
Yeah.
Go home and knit something. Jesus Christ, quit trying to be an activist.
For lack of a better term, you really don't have a dog in this fight.
Exactly. Nobody does. It's a hyped up bullshit case
for
Jump Street. It's meant to create this turmoil. And what pisses me off the most is I agree 100% with the protesters' cause that black people targeted way more for arrest and suspicion. That's a given. I agree with them. I agree that the militarization of the police is becoming rampant and is a huge problem that we're going to have to deal with really soon.
Nobody knows anybody's name anymore. It's just shoot first, ask questions
Exactly.
later.
I agree. That's
why that 12-year-old got shot.
Those are all legitimate issues I get behind, but you're putting the emphasis on the wrong case. There's all these cut and dry cases of plain examples of what you're bitching about, but just because the media didn't hype the clear-cut one, because that would put the powers that be in the crosshairs, they always hype the one that's wishy-washy. So nobody can really be, assume a side and you keep people fighting amongst themselves because it's not cut and dry. They hype that one to get people behind, and then they jump on that and create all this stupidity, and then the other people that are like, this is not a cut and dry case, you people are fucking stupid, you're actually hurting your cause, and then by trying to voice your distress about police profiling you and militarization, you in turn destroy everything, which does what? Makes the police target you and militarize them.
Yes.
You're fucking yourself.
Well, and then you gotta also look at the aspect that they did kind of back the wrong pony media-wise to get the hype out there on this type of thing. Yeah. Just for the simple fact that I know this is kind of a stereotypical thing to say, because if you say it, a lot of people are just gonna go, and we're right back to square one.
Yeah.
But the aspect that they put the weight behind somebody who had, if I'm not mistaken, multiple different offenses that were violent offenses. Like, I don't know for certain. I remember hearing at some point that he had an aggravated assault or something like that on his record, and disorderly conducts and stuff. You get those when you're fighting.
Yeah.
You don't get those skip and rope.
Yeah, or just creating a general ruckus.
Yeah.
And
you just look at it and you go, you know what? Without knowing any of the fucking evidence, and it doesn't look like they're going to actually put the evidence out there. Yeah. It's a he said, she said. You got party A saying one thing, party B saying another thing, and you don't know which one's the actual truth.
And then basically all you can go on is what the autopsy said. And the autopsy said the wounds on Michael Brown were consistent with him trying to wrestle the officer's gun away from him. And after the officer got his ass beat already by this dude. I mean, and I love the photo they always put on the news with him, where he's got his fucking headphones on and he's in like this little fucking kids arcade thing.
Yeah.
it's like a 2-3-year-old photo. They use the most benign thing, but if he would have killed the officer, they would have showed the Facebook photos of him throwing up gang signs and having pistols and cash and shit like that. That's what pisses me off about this entire thing, is all these fucking idiots in Ferguson and throughout the country are falling into the trap that was set up by the media and the mainstream, politics, everything. This is a designed fucking tragedy.
Yeah.
And it's an excuse. Well, they're playing right into what they don't want to happen. What are you doing? You're giving them the excuse to militarize. To give fucking, all these...
To cause martial law.
Yeah, and to fucking have tanks given to every local police sheriff, because who knows what bumfuck town cop is going to kill some random person that people are going to freak out about.
You also have to put it this way, though, is there's always been a constant struggle, and the U.S. has always known this one since inception, that you have to have better weapons than the opposition at all times.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have no deterrent.
That is true.
And in a lot of places, the whole aspect of being able to own 60 assault rifles, per household, and have the cops have no knowledge of it being there, I do see the opposite side of it, where they say, we do need armored vehicles. Because you can buy a fucking military weapon and literally make it automatic if you know what you're doing, and if you don't, YouTube it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can buy an AR-15 and turn it into a fucking basic for whatever it's worth, an M16 basically. Yeah. All you really got to do is find out how to make it the automatic, or order another part, or,
take a part out.
That's what I'm saying. There's always different ways that people can do whatever the fuck they want and make complete, functioning military weapons. I fucking AK-47s. I've known many people who have had them. They're, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, single shot, so they're not, AK-47s. Really? Because, as far as I understand it, with about a half an hour's worth of work, yes, they are.
And why else would you have bought one if you were not willing to invest in half an hour of some time? Because I know if I bought one, I'd be putting aside half an hour or something.
So, it's kind of one of those things where you can see both sides of it, of saying you always have to have more firepower than the opposition, and especially in the recent years where everybody was doing, Obama's gonna take my guns, and got to stock up.
But see, what you said right there is, I think, an issue that the police have, and what I fears me about the police is where you said...
They think they're losing control already.
And where they say you have to have it more than the opposition. We're not the opposition. We're not. We're people.
Who told you that?
We're Americans, man. They're here for us. They're here to protect us.
Yeah, but if you speak to a police officer, that's basically what it's us versus them.
I know, and I agree. That's what scares me, is because that's the mentality they have. Yeah. You said it basically in plain English what the reality is, and I don't want that to be the reality. That's what freaks me out.
Well, when you look at it, why do you think all cops hang around other cops?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because most...
It's a brotherhood, man!
And regular people don't want to hang out with cops, usually.
Oh. It's kind of a stigma.
It is. Like...
They're like, oh, dude, you party with a cop?
It takes...
No, I'm going to go someplace else.
Because... I know a lot of girls have specifically told me that when, like, dudes hit on them and they're interested and then they find out they're a cop, they're like, whoa, nope. Don't want anything to do with it.
Weird.
Yeah. And I'm like, that would suck. So, but you get into that niche where you got chicks that love it.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad was a cop.
Yep.
That kind of shit, you get into that. But, I think a lot of girls don't like it just because, first off, they work shitty hours. And they're going to have, PTSD and just be cunts because they deal with the worst fucking people of society.
They do.
And they're usually
for
assholes.
Some reason, they're not being trained the same way of dealing with people. They taught to deal with the situation, not the people.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hilarious to think they say to protect and serve. However, you're not taught to protect and serve any longer. You're taught to handle the situation.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you handle the situation. So that means
neutralize.
You get the upper hand, or you take the upper hand.
Yep.
Those are the two options that you have.
Yep.
There is no, well, you guys don't seem to be hitting each other or anything. Let's just keep the noise down, and I'm gonna skedaddle. You know, they don't do that shit. They end up doing the whole, well, we were called, so we're arresting somebody if you don't quiet down.
Yeah, you know, exactly. Like, well, we came out here, so we got to take something back.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care. We'll sort it out at the fucking precinct.
Yep. Did you say he hit you? No, he didn't hit me. He said, oh, she said he hit me.
All right, and then the cop smacks her.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, see, fucking look at what's that bruise for then? Huh? Well, it's already swelling.
Yeah,
I can see it.
The worst part about it is when the brief times that I have actually spoke to police officers, and I kind of find it funny because when they speak to me, it's almost like they know that I'm one of those people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like cops already have pegged what you are by how you speak to them just a couple of lines. And
oh, yeah, big time.
The last one I did was actually my sister-in-law that I've only met a couple of times. But she's cool in some aspects, but it took me about 4 or 5 times of seeing her to actually have her even look my direction.
Oh, really?
And it was actually because of a assault weapons conversation that she was having with her husband, and he's like, but it's my right, I should have a closet full if I want them. And I was like, what the hell do you need a closet full of assault rifles for? And she looked at me and goes, a guy with some sense. I went, you only need 24 at most. And that's basically what he did, and everybody else, but and so it was kind of the whole thing of she always looked at me as being one of them. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you're a shady character.
I am a shady fucking character.
You got those glassy eyes.
Yep.
You always smell a little off.
No, I live in a town with a lot of Muslims. We have cloves and stuff that we put on.
Exactly.
Can't use perfumes.
Always toting around a sixer.
Yeah. I am too! Except for tonight, you asshole!
I know.
Never again will I trust you.
In all honesty, I think it was a subconscious sabotage because I told myself, because Friday I got fucking shite-faced. I'm like, I'm not going to drink till Thanksgiving, but that's probably going to end tomorrow. Because the Wild play tomorrow, and what are you doing tomorrow?
I don't know when we'll get off. Well, it can't be too much later than I got home today because we don't have any more daylight.
Yeah.
So, no, we'll probably be home by 7 at latest.
Yeah. I think they start at 7.
Cool part is I get to sleep in tomorrow.
That's grizzled.
Yeah, the fun part about that is when I say that, we're on the road at 7 o'clock in the morning. So when I say sleep in, I mean I get up at 6.
Yeah, that's fuck. That's both time I get up.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah,
I also don't work as hard as you. Well, considering I go to the gym before work and after work.
You know what?
Your work is the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You know what the last 2 hours of my job was today?
What, digging a hole?
No, when we got to the job, well, I'll just say it this way. When we got to the job site, what it is literally a concrete slab with a couple of screws sticking out of the walls vertically, and a giant stack of lumber, and a giant stack of sheeting, whether it be sheetrock or plywood that you put up on the walls as well as the roof. And if there's big enough, like this one, you put up flooring too. This one is actually going to be 2 stories, and when I say 2 stories, I mean this is like a small house that we're building. It's a 3-stall garage with 12-foot ceilings.
Holy shit.
And then a secondary room on the top that is going to be 9-foot ceilings.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Just as the dude's garage.
Yeah.
What's his house look like?
It's easily a $3 or $4 million house.
Oof.
But
damn.
And there's very little room, and the funny part about it is this is in a yard that's one of the bigger ones we've seen in St. Paul.
Yeah.
But giant garage means small yard again.
Yeah.
So, dude's got very little room to throw anything else. So we're throwing all these giant pieces of wood. We got to carry them out of the garage, and we haven't built the steps that go up to the level of the ground.
Yeah.
So you're basically doing power squats all day with a load of lumber on your shoulder.
Nice.
Because you got, what was it? It's 44 inches from that.
Yeah.
So
you have to do a 44-inch step up.
Pretty much.
With a load of lumber.
Yeah.
Whew. Do you have anything to grab onto?
No.
Or is it pure quads?
Well, fuck, man. We hadn't framed yet.
Oh, shit.
So we had nothing there. Like I said, it was
I would have fucking, like,
slab.
I would have tapped in a goddamn stick for a handle or something.
For a while, we got to use a couple of boards, because after a couple of them, I was like, I'm moving some boards over here. So I moved some 2x10s over there, and then we had to move the 2x10s at the end, so it kind of sucked. Because them's the heaviest ones.
Oh, yeah. That's why you move them last.
But then we had one person up and one person down. We just handed them up.
Ah.
I only squatted one of them, and then I was like, you can just hand them to me. Because I got about 3/4 of the way up and went,
You actually had to dig deep?
Yep. And then when I did dig deep, I went, never again.
Yep. I almost shat myself. Luckily, I had a solid lunch. No greasy food.
But then, after moving all the lumber off to the side and cutting all the wood and everything, so I had a little bit of a break of cutting all the wood, but that's still moving it around and everything. Then after that, the trusses came. And they were too big for the driver to actually pull into where we needed them. And once again, they mismatched where they placed the trusses when they drop them. So we had to take them off of each other and restack them in the way that we're going to use them.
Oh, God.
But then we found out we don't have enough room to put them in the yard, nor do we have enough room to put them in the driveway area. So we had to take them from that area into the garage area, and then tomorrow we'll have to take them all out one by one.
Oh, my. That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, just to hang them.
Yeah. The gym doesn't sound so bad now. Twice a day, just to maintain this awful body. Just so I don't get any fatter.
I'm getting paid to work out.
Yeah. And you've lost a lot of weight.
Yes, I have. Actually, no, I haven't.
Well,
I lost it, but I found it again.
As in pure muscle.
Yep. That was the weirdest part about it, is watching the pounds go off, and then one day you just went, wait a minute. You used to losing 2 or 3 every couple of days. Now I gained 5.
But it's not in the beer gut.
No. Oh, that was the best part about it, was having Leah say that, going, God, I gotta get in shape. You're getting pretty skinny.
Nice. It's like, you're gonna make me feel bad.
Yeah, I can't call myself the fat guy anymore.
No.
Damn it. The beard.
Yep, that's what you have to be defined by. Oh, I saw these 2 guys at the Johnny's hockey game on Friday. They had to have been growing their beards for years, and they were young kids. Like, I don't think they ever shaved. Like, they just were like, I grew hair and I'm keeping it.
This is mine.
I swear to Christ. I'm like, these kids are young, and they have a fucking beard that's down to, like, they're past their titties.
Nice.
It was epic. And they have long hair, of course, and fucking beanies. They just look like burnouts. But who knows? They went to St. John's. They're probably nice, pure kids.
Probably.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, probably elastic little beards go around their head. That's why they were wearing the beanies.
I know, I should have fucking tugged at
it. Just when they go, what the fuck, man?
Hey.
Yeah. Gotta be sure.
Dude, you're 20 years old.
Yep.
The fuck do you think I was? You kidding me? When I was your age, I could only grow like a spotty one. We called it a neared.
Hey, I could have had one of them, but I liked the thought of women more.
Yeah. Because, yeah, that is definitely birth control. A beard like that.
I don't know.
You're not getting any chick pregnant with that.
Yeah, that is going to be...
birth control.
Unless you already got her.
That's the thing.
Because I thought it was funny when I brought it up to Leah, and I was going, yeah, I don't know, I think I'm going to keep it going until you tell me not to. She goes, really? All I got to say is no? And I went, no, because then I'll grow it even longer just to spite you. And she goes, that's all right, I'm kind of getting to like it. I went, that's good, because it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, you should just tell everybody, hey, no shave November. I trimmed this shit November 1st. Yeah. And now it's just this fucking grizzled beard.
I can't even remember the last time I shaved, but yeah, it is fucking grizzled. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, it is. I had a gray lighter, so I thought it was fine. Oh, I got the wild one today. Yeah. Wild. That was a pretty good W they got against one of the shittier teams, but Florida.
Yeah.
That was a sick Geno by Zucker. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where he just laid that dude into the boards.
Top shelf.
And then just top shelf where Mama keeps the Pectridge Farm cookies.
Took a little Koivu action with that backhand there.
Niederreiter in the same game, he's totally ripped off Koivu because he had the little breakaway, and he did the Koivu deep top shelf. Just
you're right, that does work.
Fucking A, man. Every time.
No, he can't use it in the fucking shootout, though.
Yeah, fuck that.
I do understand that because spinning is bringing the puck back, and it's not supposed to have any reverse momentum.
That is, yeah.
Because they've misinterpreted as the player can't have reverse momentum, but the actual rule does state that the puck can't have any momentum going behind where it's going. And if you are doing a spin like that, you are bringing it back up ice.
Yeah.
So to be technical,
So could a player leave the puck where it is, spin himself, and then...
Yeah, because the puck's momentum isn't shifted.
They should work on
that.
The
one thing that I don't understand is they do allow the drag back, though. You know how they drag it back and then come around him? They still allow that.
Yeah. That's weird. They just wanted to eliminate the Spinoramas from the shootout.
Yeah.
I don't like that. It was entertaining.
You're like, oh, that's how Koivu wins games. Take it away. And he still wins games and shootouts.
Yeah. I remember when, what was it, Pierre-Marc Bouchard actually did it in a game. That was sick.
That little bastard.
Sick cheddar.
I liked him.
Just couldn't.
If he couldn't ever,
he wasn't tough.
Ever not see duckies flying around his head. Because, Jesus, he was concussed a lot.
Yeah, he had more concussions than Aikman. Oh, he's not doing no podcasting either. Because he's like French-Canadian, so nobody there fucking understand him around here.
Yeah, I know now. They'd have to have the sub-captions in French, too.
Yeah, good God.
There's a lot of shit on your screen.
That is true.
I have no desire to ever see that country.
Why?
I don't know, because it's Canada.
I want to go to Canada again. Definitely want to. I definitely want to see a hockey game in Canada. An NHL game.
It'd be cool to go to
I need a fucking passport first.
Yeah, that would be the thing, is you can't leave anywhere without a passport nowadays.
Last time I went to Canada, you didn't even need a passport.
No.
We were there, our friendly neighbors to the north. Now them fucking Arabs ruined it.
Came in through Canada, eh?
Yeah, with their false flag terror.
Flying a boot all over the place.
The
best part is they had that, the Daily Show just had, Jason Jones over in the Middle East for like a month. Him and one of the producers were over there.
Really?
And they got kicked out of a city because they were playing football in it. And
American football?
Yes.
Can they play soccer, though?
But
oh, sorry.
When they threw the ball to one of the kids, and the kids dropped it, he actually said, "You catch that pigskin!" And because it was pigskin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, apparently they took it wrong, like he was making fun of them, and so he goes, all of a sudden our interpreter comes running up and he goes, "We have to go!" And they jumped in the cars and went, and he was like, "Well, what do we do?" And so he told him about it. He was like, "We can't go back to that city." And he goes, "Well, I don't know, we could go back at the end of it, I guess." And he goes, No, we can't go back to that city ever." Like,
they got a fatwa against him now.
Exactly. But he says that when they got to the airport to go in, I think it was Pakistan or something like that, he goes, "Jason Jones," shows him my Canadian passport, and they, "Oh yeah, walk right through." And then I think it was the Greenspan or Greenberg was the producer's name.
Yeah.
And so they look at it, he's like, "And then Greenberg over here with his American passport, with that as his last name." And then he says they took him into a back room and had him sit there while they watched soccer for 2.5 hours. And then afterwards, they looked through his luggage and let him go.
That's awesome.
So they just literally sat him there for 2.5 hours while they watched soccer on a little TV in the corner.
Because he's a Jewish American.
Yep.
Oh, that is a dagger. And they're fucking burning down businesses because we profile a couple black people.
Yeah.
In this country. Come on, perspective. That's what we need to go down to Ferguson and tell them about that story. And be like, perspective.
And get lynched.
Perspective. Let's put it together.
Yeah.
Let's stop burning down black-owned businesses because you're mad at white cops, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
If you really want to do something, go to the gated communities and tear the banksters that put you in this mess out of their fucking bed and burn their house to the ground. That's how you start a revolution, son.
It just shows the absolute greed that people have, though. They use it as an excuse to get into these kind of riots so that they can loot places. And it fucking happens all the time.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying that this shouldn't be talked about, but I am saying, wow, did they go the wrong way about it? People got behind, shit. It sucks when somebody has to get killed regardless.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was just one of those things where he had really good acting parents. And when I say that, I'm not trying to belittle them or demean them at all. But what I am saying is, you asked the parents from the Columbine kids.
Yeah.
And they were like, "I never thought anything like this could happen. He was such a sweet boy." Really? Why is it that the parents will always say the same thing?
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, you never hear him just go, "Well, he was troubled."
Yep.
He did have some checkered past. I mean, he did do this, he did do that. None of them ever admit to anything. It's always, "Nothing like this was ever evident. He was playing Marilyn Manson or watching video or blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
They never use any of the same fucking stereotypes that people do use for those kids afterwards, like the media and shit like that.
Yeah.
But you always ask the parents, and they were the biggest angels ever. I mean, "Yes, Mother, I would like dinner now."
Mm-hmm.
It was, are you fucking kidding me? I really hate that. I really do. That you're gonna just come out and talk like now he was the best thing in the world, because I'm pretty sure every parent feels that way about their kid, or at least is going to say that about their kid if they half-ass love their kid.
At least you're going to say in front of the TV cameras.
Yeah. It's like why they make 1 million number one dad mugs.
Exactly. No, they all can't be number one.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I shouldn't have money, though, because if I ever did have money, I would find those mugs in the store and I'd just throw them all on the shelf and then just run away going, "Last one!"
I am really the number one.
Bring it up to the register and be like, "I owe you for 27 of these."
That would actually...
And then right as you're walking out, "Ha! Yep. That is a liar!"
And then you get on a plane, fly to China, go to the factory that makes them, and destroy the mold. Be like, "It is the last one."
That would be cool. Make it my life's mission to destroy all number one dad mugs.
Yep. Even ones that, like...
haven't been made yet.
Yep.
Oh, this is another Fox sitcom. You got this rolling, right?
Yep.
This is the other 15 minutes, man.
But see, then it would start to get creepy because then you'd be like, what if there eventually is a 12-year-old in pottery class that makes a mug and then glazes it with number one dad?
Sorry, I gotta go.
Do I have to kill the kid? Or do I just break the mug?
Yeah, and you're gonna have to do it like 50s gangsta style, too.
Yep.
Hey, kid.
Hey, kid, you know what you got right there? You got your death in your hands. What possessed you making number one dad? Fucking mug over there, guy. Huh?
That would be fucking awesome.
Sorry,
that is your show.
Right there. And all the actors have to talk like that.
Yeah?
Simple as that. We're going to make it... It's going to look like Untouchables with Kevin Costner, but it's going to be a contemporary, like, sci-fi... What else would it be?
I don't know.
Stupidity.
Sci-fi. Titties in space.
Titties in space.
That's what I always think of when somebody says sci-fi. I just go, oh, titties in space.
Why? I don't think of that at
that
all.
is sci-fi.
I don't... That's in your mind. In your mind, that's what sci-fi is.
No, that's what all sci-fi should be. In my mind.
When I think
they should just start every show with that. Z or 0G titties.
Just
yep.
The Man Show did try that with the Juggies.
Yep.
They'd end every show, and that's almost 0G titties.
Yeah,
They'd only catch them on.
You get a moment.
Yep. Because I always was like, yeah, it's nice when they're up, but I would kind of prefer to see what happens when they bounce back and then come back. That's more action. And I'd prefer to watch that in slow-mo as opposed to
them jumping.
In the air. Getting a little up.
I'm just saying, pan out a little bit.
Yep, exactly.
I'll watch both.
Can I get picture-in-picture?
Yeah. The under the trampoline shot.
I want to see the under boob bounce. And the side boob.
Well, why not?
I know. I'll take it from anyway.
Boobs are awesome, man. I was even on...
They give you sustenance when you're a baby. And give you great pleasure.
Strength when you're older.
Yep.
Because it is worth fighting for.
That's true.
Both of them. She's worth fighting.
Yes, she. I gotta remember the person attached to the pussy and the boobs.
God, it has such a mouth on it.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you do this? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. There's more of you.
Holy shit, those boobs talked.
Hey, honey, did you hear? I'm sorry, I was staring right at you.
Is that a new bra? They look pretty. Didn't recognize them.
That's just... They're mesmerizing.
Yep. Especially when they put glitter on them. And then,
like, it's why so messy, because, like, 2 weeks down the road, you wake up and you got glitter on your forehead from your pillow, you know what I mean?
100%.
You're like, I washed the sheets twice, how do I still have glitter on this fucking... I don't even think this was in the room when she had that.
You know what's hilarious is that just reminds me of this thing that I bookmarked to kind of talk about in the pod if it came up, and just so happens to have come up, is on this above top secret, like this, it's government run conspiracy theory site.
Oh,
yeah, but in the rant section, I saw this headline that just made me laugh. It said, "Ladies, I will look at your boobs if you give me the chance."
Yeah.
So it's just a random rant from one of the members of this thing. But it's hilarious, this dude's rant is, I have recently been told on a few recent occasions not to stare or look at boobs. I have normal, natural human male desires and refuse to bow to feministic pressure or political correctness. If you don't want me looking at them, then don't present them like fresh, ripe peaches, revealing as much as is legally possible without getting arrested for indecent exposure.
Nice.
Different story if I was rich and handsome, eh? They, the peaches, would then be doing their job, well, methinks. Get over it, or put them peaches in a bag. You can't have it both ways. That is all.
I don't take no orders from no woman.
But what a strong stance. What's your gauge on that? Do you agree with him or disagree?
I will respectively agree to disagree on the simple fact that I do believe that there is that line where it's just like, are you kidding me? I'm not going to give you any ones, but I appreciate it. Like, there is a certain type of girl where you do look at it and go, oh, I don't even want to look, but I got to do it. Yep. Because that's why they're dressed that way. They really, truly, 100% are. And then there's another type of girl that dresses that way just to yell at people.
That is true.
And, I mean, it comes down to it of I love Dave Chappelle's point on it.
Oh, that bit.
Just dress up as a cop.
Yep.
And when a woman comes up to me, officer, you have to help. Whoa. Just because I am dressed this way does not make me a police officer.
I know, I love that bit. It's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be treated like a hoe? Don't dress and act like a hoe.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Girls can let their hair down. Ooh, it gives me self-esteem to empower myself to dress like that. Yeah, but then you're giving power to dudes to be like, oh, here's an easy fucking target. And you're gonna get the scumbags when you dress like that.
It's just like that that one song, what is it called? That
I'm in love with the stripper?
No,
Porn star dancing?
that Lips of an Angel or whatever. It was like, honey, why you calling me up so late? She's in the next room, that
Yeah.
shit. And when that first came out, and you'd see chicks go to the dance floor, and be like, oh, we've got to dance to this. I'd be like, oh my god, did you know what this song is truly about?
Yeah.
Did you hear... Oh, wait a minute, though. You think you're the chick on the phone.
But why is he living with you?
That's what I'm saying. And when I'd say that to chicks, what? Really? That doesn't register? You think you're the chick on the phone, the chick that's calling him, that he's like, oh, it's so good to hear from you. Can't talk right now, though. Kind of nailing something here. You think you're that chick that's, gonna break up, and why is that such
And why would you want that?
Yeah.
Too? Why would you want to ruin a relationship?
Exactly. It just shows how evil creatures women truly actually, really, deep down, 100% are. If they like songs like that, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you realize what he's saying at this point?
Or would you take the conspiracy route and say that it's basically mind control? That the culture of music and rock and hip-hop is basically,
keeping them down.
Brainwashing the youth
Yep.
with messages and symbols, and so that would be the perfect plan for the satanic music industry to destroy the family by making girls dance to songs where they're getting cheated on.
Well, they already got gays to marry, so what else they got going on nowadays?
It's true. And I think, now that I just said
They're
that...
in leagues with the Jews
now that I just said that, that almost would make sense because of, you even brought it to my attention that you're like, in the last 10 years, pretty much the only time you see a heterosexual relationship that is where people are together in movies, they're getting cheated on.
Oh my god,
and then they just
everywhere.
And then they just forgive them.
Yeah.
So is that not kind of brainwashing you via fucking art to not have a stable family unit?
I don't know.
So the conspiracy theorists would say, yes.
Yeah, I just look at that, and to me it's absolutely sickening, especially now that I'm married.
Yeah.
Oh, she better be running when she tells me. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But that whole thing of they show cheating on every goddamn channel, in every sitcom, in every show. They just show cheating, and at the end of it, oh well, I learned my lesson. I'll never take you for granted again. Oh, and I learned my lesson. I'll never nail another guy again. Oh yeah, that's equal.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, at that point, I'd just be like, well, I believe you this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
take two, everybody gets a mistake. It's just, what the fuck?
Everybody gets a freebie.
Yeah, to me, it just...
It's like bankruptcy. Every 7 years.
Yeah.
You get a pass.
The 7-year itch.
Exactly.
Scratch it. Oh, it's a playback. That'd be awesome.
you would approve of that?
But see, there's the downside, is I've even, in my own mind, you'd be like, well, in all fairness, you'd have to give her a go at it.
Yeah.
And
would you pick the dude?
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
You know what's so funny is Andrew gets annoyed because I always harass her for sex, like all the time, all day, every day.
Yeah,
like every guy
being
does.
a guy.
I know, but she gets so annoyed with it that I think I almost have her talked into getting me a second girlfriend that I just use for sex.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know how serious it is, but I've heard her say.
I'm gonna keep forcing the issue like I always do.
The only reason I say this is because she has said yes 3 times.
Oh, that is a rule of thumb.
Where I was like, she's even brought it up once.
Wow.
Unsolicited. Maybe I should let you have a second girlfriend. So you just leave me alone and I can get something done. Like, see, this is what we're missing in today's society, is common sense.
She should have talked to Leah about that. We've been dating for almost a decade now, and the entire time she's been saying that better be your finger. Just saying, that's what you're supposed to do as a guy. Well, at least that's what I do.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
See, I even like to put a little poke in every now and then when you're in an inappropriate place. That's what it is to her.
In every place is inappropriate.
Yeah.
What do you mean inappropriate place? Like geographically where you are, or where you're poking her?
Or both. I'm just saying. Every now and then. You just gotta
just... let her remind you who the fuck she's dealing with.
That's what I'm saying.
She's dealing with a motherfucking savage, son.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll fucking beat that
monkey. You don't know what
up.
I'm gonna do next.
Exactly. I'll be like, bitch, bust out that monkey. Let me lick it up right quick. I know we're in JCPenney's. I give 0 fucks.
Yep.
You know who you're dealing with? I got a beard and long hair. I want it dripping from my beard when I go to check out. I'm a fucking savage.
That look that I just swam nowhere else but my beard. That even sickens me, and I don't even have to see it. Well, that kind of reminds me of so I kind of fit a cliche of when I'm working. I do wear a blue plaid jacket. So it's, not quite the lumberjack look, because I got the big old Carhartt bibs on and shit like that. But the other day...
But you look like a goddamn construction worker, I bet.
Yeah. The other day, I was up on one of the walls. We were setting the trusses up. And as a girl walked by, she actually said, "That's a man's man." And I went, "You want to see man's man? You should smell me." That's a man's man.
Nice.
Because this is what men smell like. Oh, she was already gone. She didn't hear the end of it.
Yeah, I don't smell like fucking Axe body spray like the guys you fuck around with.
You take this off and you want to take a sniff around me. Yeah, that's no good. Especially in my own cocoon of juices. I'm saying those Carhartt bibs don't let anything in. Or out.
You fucking... when you take your pants off, you smell all the day's farts. At once.
No, the worst part about it is if you have a bad one, it just kind of comes up all around you. And if you
so when you move, it whops up.
And then when you get a jacket on with the hood up, it's kind of like an astronaut helmet almost. Directs it. And you sit there and my eyes are stinging. I know this because I ate Japanese noodles today. I was throwing them out like nobody's business. Gumby even said he heard a couple of them.
You guys are across the fucking
no,
street from each other.
They're muffled from all the clothes I'm wearing, too. Oh, no, you got jeans on, you got your underwear on, then you got these giant covers. Oh, yeah, it's fucking hard. But, yeah, it really, what it ends up doing is just boxing you. Not really hot boxing you, because there is plenty of air around. But, yeah, it comes right up to you.
It just wafts. Oh, that's brilliant.
Because the bibs stop about right here. The best part is the beard is grizzled enough that when I'm out there and it's got that little nip to the air, I get the ice crystals all the way around my beard.
Breath.
Yeah.
That was that. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Because I've only had a beard once in my life, and that was last year. And it wasn't around this time because my beard was pretty thin. Because it had only been a month, because I started growing it November 1st. Remember when I trimmed everything and went just pure clean shaven, how weird I looked?
Yeah.
I probably gained like 15 pounds, it looked like, and lost 10 years. It's usually what it looks like when people shave their beard.
The best part about it is after losing all this weight, if I shave my beard now, I will definitely not know who I am.
Like, whoa, I got a jawline.
Where'd that chin go?
Haven't seen you since high school.
Yeah, exactly. Just like you.
Yeah.
Had to be said.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
That's where that goes.
I don't know where else to take this. We might as well just wrap her up nice and tight.
Yeah, that might be the best course of action after that one. I think we've said as much as we can about my beard.
Little Thanksgiving edition coming at you. Till next time, come the revolution. Not in Ferguson. You're fucking it up.
You're fucking it up for the rest of us. People in City Hall. Fucking it up for the people that's in the street.